digits.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap here.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. For the Pistons, Holland, he's checked in for Thompson, and LeVert subbed in for Robinson. Ooh, poked away. Russell from outside. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. 4 seconds left. And then Russell with the dunk.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. More 2K action in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Dallas.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
Isaiah Stewart out there with Holland. Then it's Karis LeVert. Then there's Marcus Sasser. And it's Jones in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Detroit starting the second. Dallas has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. And Stan, the Pistons' J.B. Bickerstaff, the runner-up last season for Coach of the Year.
Well, yeah, instead it went to Kenny Atkinson, who replaced him in Cleveland. But B.A. talking about landing on your feet, Bickerstaff showing again he can turn things around.
And always interesting to look back at last season. These were the NBA's best transition teams. The Pistons second.
You know, it really made for some exciting games the way this team ran the floor, always maintaining impressive energy in transition.
And Detroit making a change here. Green is checked in, and Dallas also making a switch. Kelly's checked in for Martin. Marshall with the bucket.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Pistons trail by 19. Christie with the ball. Now LeVert. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
Back to Sasser. 5 on the clock. Pass to Holland. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. And the Pistons going with a whole new group out there. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Davis from long range drops in the 3. Davis has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. There's 25 seconds left in the first half of basketball. The ball's knocked loose. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. Ooh, had a nice open look right there. Flag's got 11 points.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
And so it's Dallas with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. They're communicating well. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Hey, folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the Dallas Mavericks.
They did their homework. They're all on the same page. That's why we're seeing precision offense.
My analysis will be efficient as their play. They're good.
Okay, so now let's talk about that point guard matchup from the first half.
These two guys have been very competitive with one another. Fans are getting their money's worth right now.
That said, I feel like the guy who can incorporate his teammates in the second half, he's got the best chance to walk away with the W.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about this upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you for the report. And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half. Davis and Lively, the lengthy combo inside. Klay Thompson is out there with Flag. And it's Washington in at the three, the small forward. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Well, Klay Thompson last season climbing into the top 5 all-time for three-pointers made and continues to knock them down for Dallas. He said, my game fits this team so well as far as stretching the floor, playing hard defense, and being a two-way guy. He's looking to add a new chapter to his legacy. Back to you.
A future Hall of Famer, no doubt. All right, thank you, Allie.
And this is Thompson's game. His coaches and teammates love seeing him shoot off the catch.
To the paint. Out to Harris. Thompson, a screen on Davis. It's stolen by Washington. 90 seconds into the second half now. Outside for Davis. And Dallas hits again from deep.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Cunningham looking it over. Can they get it? And again, no good by Detroit.
And I don't know what happened there. About as easy an attempt as you could possibly ask for.
Counted from distance.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And so it's Dallas, ahead by a mile with a 38-point lead at the end of the period. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a clear advantage on possessions. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. All right, let's listen in. Head coach Jason Kidd is mic'd up.
We got some great looks. Defensively, we're getting stops too.
And Jason Kidd, happy with the way his team is performing, hoping they can maintain momentum.
Well, they're working together, both ends of the floor, and doing a great job of playing at their pace.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And it's Detroit with the ball. Christie comes with a double team. And stolen by Williams. Harris and Duren together in the middle. Cunningham is out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Thompson in at the three. That's the group for Detroit right now.
Oh, just an artful little... reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Stolen by Russell. Oh, and a fast break for Dallas. Christie against Thompson. Oh, look out! Wow!
Are you kidding?
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Mavericks.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And they'll chalk this up as their third win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Cooper Flagg.
And he found a way to leave his mark on every facet of the game. His activity and energy were huge factors.
And the three-pointer goes.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Mavericks.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
Martin, he's checked in for Christie. Russell from outside knocks down the triple.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
The contest plus the board. A full defensive possession from him. Great effort.
Here's Marshall. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
You really have to question the defensive effort on that possession.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
All right, thanks, guys. D'Angelo, some great basketball tonight. Talk about the winning habits this team is forming.
Keeping it simple on the offensive end, limiting our errors on the defensive end. And I think that piles up. We stay solid throughout the whole game. Just simple, man. I think the simpler we keep it, the better we are as a team.
Keep it simple. What a great reminder. Thanks, D'Angelo.
All right, thanks, Allie. And that about wraps it up. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you,